They enter the room and your heart starts pounding. You see them from afar and you have to remind yourself to stop staring. Ah, the crush. You ever wonder why they call it a crush? I theorize that it's because of the crushing pressure I feel whenever I think about impressing mine. Maybe that's just me. But in any case, let's go over 8 ways of how to impress your crush without feeling crushed yourself. Let's get to it. Number 1, learn what they like and study it. If your crush is close enough to your social circle, you'll have a good chance to hear or see what they're interested in. You could also use their social media as a clue, or even eavesdrop if they're having a casual conversation in the same room as you. Don't tell anyone I told you to do that, though. Let's say they love a certain sport or a certain celebrity. Now it's your turn to learn about that topic and be well-versed enough to have a conversation about it. Voila! You now have the perfect conversation starter to impress them with. Number 2, dress to impress. Most of us have heard this saying before, and it couldn't ring truer for this topic. It's time to dress to impress your crush. It doesn't matter if you've seen them before or if it's the first time you two will be in the same room together. Even if we hope your crush cares about more than looks, looks are going to be the first introduction they have to your true self. Choose a style that shows who you really are. This means you shouldn't dress that much different than you do on a daily basis, but simply do up your daily look. I'm talking about accessorizing, like jewelry or bags for girls and watches for guys. Clean off your dusty shoes and make sure your clothes are ironed and neat. You got this, Ricarda or Rico Suave. Number 3, take care of your personal hygiene. Oof, you smell that? Yikes, is that you or the garbage bin in the room? I hope it's the latter. Personal hygiene, man, that's what we're talking about here. It's not enough to just take a shower and call it a day. You want to impress your crush, which means standing out from the majority of other guys or girls. Think about your scents carefully. Use a soft soap in the shower if you plan to use strong cologne or perfume. When it comes to your chosen scent, spray it on your pulse points, which will make the smell last the longest. These include your inner wrists and behind your earlobes. Be sure to brush your teeth and floss before you go out. And pluck a couple of those crazy eyebrow or nose hairs and shave anywhere you think you should while you're at it. Ah, much better. Number 4, be kind. Most people don't think of kindness as a way to impress, but I want you to think about people you've met in real life and your first impressions of them. Most of the time, we remember people because they're either really nice or really miserable human beings. Which would you rather be? Kill them with kindness and be nice to those around you, and you're sure to make a positive impression and be immediately registered as someone who's nice to know. Number 5, show off a couple of your skills. Everyone is good at something. Whether you do a great impression of a famous person or an artist, or can do insane math problems in your head, I'm sure you have at least a skill or two. Once you're talking with your crush and the conversation is flowing, bring up your skill and offer to demonstrate it for them. Most people will be interested to see you in action, and you only have to show off, so to speak, for a short time. Don't make it too long or you may seem cocky. Just a minute or 2 is enough to make a memorable impression. Number 6, talk about your passions. There are few things more attractive than someone who speaks with passion about their passions. It shows energy, livelihood, and even dedication, which any healthy human being can appreciate. Think about what you're passionate about and how you can bring up this topic with your crush. They're sure to be impressed by your vigor and enthusiasm, and they might even feel the same way about the topic. Number 7, be a great listener. Certain things stick out in our minds about particular people. Some are psychological and others are personal. Psychological triggers, and here triggers are seen positively, are when other people use our name to address us or when they remember small details about us and follow up with them. This is why you should address your crush by name as often as you naturally can and be the optimal listener when they're talking. If you can pick up on small details, for example, them mentioning that their sibling has surgery next month, then mention it or follow up with it later on, they'll be both appreciative of your listening skills and impressed by how good of a friend you are. Remember that a step into friendship is also a step into romance if you do it right. Number 8, be yourself. Last but not least, impress your crush by being yourself. Acting like someone you aren't will only take you so far, but you'll feel more like you're working than enjoying time with your crush. Be yourself, and that includes the quirky or weird side of you. If your crush is a cool person, they'll appreciate your authenticity, and you'll quickly be able to see if you two would be a good match or not. If they get judgy or weird around you, you're lucky enough to learn sooner rather than later that your crush might be kind of a jerk. Impressing your crush might be an easy feat, but our minds usually make it seem like an impossible endeavor that could end in our untimely death. Too dark? Okay, maybe that was dramatic, but there's definitely some pressure there. Instead of overthinking it, use a few of the strategies I've talked about today and let me know how it goes in the comments. Hopefully, this video gives you some confidence to get the ball rolling. If so, please consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing for more content. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time.